So what's the whole thing with people asking me about influencers, about Instagram influencers? I've gotten like literally like 10 messages today about how to find Instagram influencers and stuff. And it's like, I'm confused, because it's like, what do people actually think that's gonna do? I mean, I think that you can make a lot of sales doing influencers if you and what I mean by that is if you find someone with a big following, you pay them to post themselves with a picture of your product, like wearing their product, right? Like you would see that in like a magazine or something. It might be effective. You might make some sales on a specific product, but really, like, is that sustainable? What you want is, I think people are way too obsessed with, you know, not making sales, and they get too discouraged, and they just need to make some money. And hold on one sec, I'm at Chick-fil-A making it up. Hello, how's it going?
$3.95 for a Chick-fil-A sandwich, no pickle. And I'm
Okay.
great, thanks for asking.
That's good.
How are you today?
I'm alright, trying to stay dry. Cool.
Alright, there's your
Alright,
seat. You have
thanks
a great
guys,
day.
appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Alright. Love Chick-fil-A. But anyways, like it's not a sustainable thing, you know? Like you might make some sales, and the fact that people aren't making sales, and then they try Facebook ads, and then they don't make any money on Facebook ads because they don't understand that, you know, you don't just throw up a Facebook ad and make $10,000 from it when you spend $1,000. Like that's just, I mean, that's gonna be true later on when Facebook learns about your customers, when Facebook learns about who to target better. You're gonna make a lot more money and your costs are gonna be a lot lower. But when you're starting out and you have a brand new store with a brand new pixel, you haven't even really sold many things yet online, and Facebook knows nothing about your business, then how are they supposed to know? You have to give data. You have to buy data on Facebook, and that's like what the first part's about. First, you have to get the 100 add to carts, so that way Facebook knows who's putting stuff in your cart, and then they're gonna look at, okay, who's reaching the checkout page. Once you get 100 reach checkout pages, then you want to get 100 purchases. And once you get that 100 purchases for a specific product, and it doesn't even have to be specific, I'm saying like you get 100 purchases on your store, then Facebook will know what type of people buy from your store, and then it'll start optimizing the ads to people who buy stuff from similar stores to yours and are more likely to buy stuff from you, if that makes sense, right? So if you're just trying to find an influencer because you're tired of not making sales and you just want, you know, to make some money for cheap, and by the way, if you're spending $5 on an influencer and they just take your money and never message you back, like, I don't feel sorry for you at all. It's really stupid for you to think that you could just pay someone $5 and make a ton of money that way. It just never worked that way. I know that there's a lot of people who are coming out with tutorials and all these different like tricks and tips and all this stuff. They're saying, hey, you know, for $5 you can do this and this and this. I mean, it's a marketing thing. It's not really like that, because if it was, then everybody would be doing it. And that's why you see, you know, a lot of people posting Shopify is a scam, or only 10% of people who own a Shopify store make money on it. Well, that's because 90% of people don't understand how to make money online. So, I guess my whole point of this video is just, I guess there's just a lot of people messaging me about how to find influencers. But before you even do that, figure out why you're trying to find influencers. Like how is that gonna help your business in the long run? It might help you, you might sell products. I'm not saying you're not gonna sell anything if you buy an influencer that'll sell the products for you. I'm just saying that I don't think that's a sustainable thing, because you're essentially buying a shout out. You're paying to get your products to their followers, right? And you might have some spillover. So if they have 100K followers, you might have like a 200 purchase spillover, but that's not gonna be sustainable. I mean, you might get their email and you can recap them over email marketing and stuff, but like, it's just not effective, you know? Like, it's just, you guys just want that instant gratification, but that's just, if you're an entrepreneur, you understand that you need to do this for the long run. Shopify is a long run play. I started a store basically like a month and a half ago, and we're already at like over $1,000 a month. You know, we're getting multiple orders. It's at the point where I need to hire a VA to fulfill all my orders for me. Like, you just need to understand. And I didn't use any influencers. I used Facebook, and I used Facebook, a little bit of SEO, and and email marketing, and that's literally it. So you need to max out one channel before you try something else. So if you're spending $1,000 on Facebook and you're saying, oh, there's, I got some money, but I didn't make enough profit. I want to try an influencer. You didn't try. You only got a little bit of a result, and you thought that's the way it was. You're not understanding that Facebook is a long run play, and that you're investing into essentially data so that Facebook can get smarter, and you start making money later on. So I couldn't even imagine half the people who are on this whole Shopify thing, like paying $1 million for a McDonald's restaurant, because people who own McDonald's don't profit for 5 years. And if you guys were in that situation, you guys would be freaking out, right? Like, you guys can't even stand to lose money for a month. So just keep that in mind. The people who lose the most money up front and are willing to, just be patient and try things out for more than a day and before they think that it's not going to work for them, those are the people who end up winning the hardest. And the people who are most successful with Shopify are people who try stuff, give it a chance, don't give up, and then max out their first their first traffic source before they start getting a new one. So anyways, I'm gonna end it on that note. If you're looking for influencers, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Just make sure that you know why you're doing it, and don't move on to something else just because Facebook isn't working for you, because influencers aren't necessarily sustainable, I should say. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it on that note, and peace out.